Gretchen Wilson. She has been one of my favorites since she first showed up.
Oh man, she's awesome.
And I know that whole thing kind of went soft, that whole Music Mafia thing,
yeah.
and then she ended up having a kid, I think,
She did.
Ended up going back to school and got her high school diploma, which she had dropped out of school 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And actually has her life going pretty good, but just cannot get traction again.
Yeah,
she's tried and just can't make it happen.
She's still plugging away there. She's still doing some shows, and I think she's trying to get that Music Mafia back up and running again with Big and Rich.
I liked them. I mean, there was some talent. Shannon Lawson was part of that.
I
Yeah,
love
and that
Shannon
midget.
I don't know about that.
The midget was a part of it too.
Yeah,
right?
I think he's gone though.
Is he?
He's signed on the WWE.
Cowboy Troy ate him.
Yeah, Cowboy Troy ate the midget. But, ladies and gentlemen, look who's here.
Look who walked in the room.
Mark Bryan, how you doing?
It's Cowboy Troy.
We were just talking about you.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, live script. What do you think? The number one greatest English language pop song of all time.
Well, if you listen to Frank Sinatra, it was Something by the Beatles. George Harrison, Something. He said that was at least the greatest love song of the last century.
Yeah,
Sinatra
that's what
said
we're
that?
talking about from 1925 on up. What would it? Sinatra said it was a George Harrison song.
See,
I mean,
I
it's so
thought
subjective.
I thought
it's got to be a Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah,
song.
there you go. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I only want to be with you is what I'm thinking.
I thought you would go deeper. I thought you would have a more eclectic.
No, I certainly could if I thought about it.
I thought it would be something deep on an REM CD.
Yeah, but Time Magazine put out a list of the top one. They basically put out a list of the top songs of each decade, starting in the 20s. And once we got to today's stuff, I didn't even know what it was. So,
yeah, I mean, I would, it's certainly the Beatles have to be up there. You have to think about the Beatles.
Yeah.
Stairway to Heaven is truly a masterpiece.
I thought so, too.
I mean, that's got to be in most people's top five, probably.
Yeah, I Can't Stop Loving You by Ray Charles was a great one. It's in the top 100.
And it gets obviously kind of subjective at that point. But speaking of REM, we just found out that Mike Mills from REM is going to be here at the concert and tournament today and tonight. Yeah. And so we're going to be jamming some REM later today.
Going back to this, the nationwide tour that's going on at Daniel Island this weekend, this is all your performance tonight, the Pro-Am Jam, part of that entire umbrella of stuff. And it's really going to be an amazing show tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really fallen into place
I'm
here.
I'm just blown away by this absolutely I don't know how you even describe the field you got playing up there tonight.
Well, it reminds me of when we do Monday After the Masters every year in Myrtle Beach up at the House of Blues, and all the people from Monday After the Masters get on stage with us. And it's very, very much has that vibe. And myself and the band rehearsed last night, and we're really good. I got some good guys with me. I got some good players. And,
myself and the band. Now, is this Occasional Milkshake? You got
Occasional Milkshake, and we added my brother-in-law on keyboards, who's amazing, Tip Top, that's what we call him.
Yeah.
He's 6'9", played basketball at the College of Charleston. Now he tickles the keys. And then Eric Bass, who's a local guy, but he plays in Shinedown. He's the bass player for Shinedown,
Absolutely.
which is a really big international act right now.
Yeah.
And so he took some time out of his schedule to be in the band with us, and it's a crack band, and we learned everybody's songs. It's going to be great.
That's a great, and you've got Marsalis is in town
Brent
for
from
this.
Marsalis will be playing his horn. Pat Green's going to come out and do a mini set, and Patrick Davis, who writes with Pat Green, who's got a bunch of hits. We're
Patrick's
do some
a great guy.
Yeah,
great guy.
So all that's looking good.
Did we hear Johnny Lee?
Johnny Lee had to cancel, unfortunately. His uncle is ill.
I didn't know. I didn't know his uncle must have been 120.
No more looking for love.
Yeah, I'm just.
You guys can do it. Just practice it.
We thought about doing it in his honor, but then I was like, I don't know all the words to that. I don't want to get up there and butcher it. You gotta.
Colt Ford is Colt still coming in?
Coming to play golf, and he's playing out tomorrow night out at the fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Or is it tomorrow night or
Thursday
night?
night?
Out at the fair. Yeah. Yep. And but there'll be some jamming going on up on the stage. There'll be a lot of people up there that I can't necessarily talk about, but it's just good jamming.
I got you.
And for a $25 ticket, man.
I'm thinking about not working in the morning.
Incredible night of music.
I'm thinking seriously about taking tomorrow morning off.
So when you have the guys from REM pop by, I mean, they were your band when you were going through. Are you still in awe of them?
Yes, that's. I got nervous when I found out Mike was coming.
Have you had the opportunity to hang out with them?
Yes,
over the years
we have. We've met all of them, obviously, and then I've become closer friends with Mike Mills than any of the rest. And he's such a super nice guy, and he does a lot of the writing for REM. And as any REM fan knows, he sings all these really cool counter melody parts and stuff. So I asked him if we could do one of their old songs that that has a lot of that going on, and he said yeah. And we rehearsed it together last night.
You're not into music or anything, are you? It's great to see this going on over here, because I mean we're talking to one of the most successful band members of any artist. I mean all time. Playing, guitar player. I've seen him with 3 of them slung around his neck and a mandolin.
Crazy.
And he's sitting here in awe of somebody. It's
I'm
great
still
to
a
watch.
fan. I mean, that's one of the things that keeps me so inspired and keeps me psyched and keeps me writing good songs and everything, is being a fan of all these other people that are still, making me passionate about it. So
that's really cool. Now, this is all going on tonight over at the Daniel Island Club. $25 to get in. You're raising money for your cause.
Yeah, Carolina Studios is this thing we've been doing here in Charleston for the last 5 or 10 years, and you got kids going in an after-school environment and going on computers and making their own tracks and singing and rapping. We have a studio set up with mics and booths and everything, and they're singing and rapping over the tracks they make themselves. So they're learning computer commands and computer software, but at the same time they're making their own songs,
and they're not on the streets.
And so
awesome.
the kids who get into it are just absolutely, they love it, and they keep coming back. And so we've got the location that we've always had downtown, but now thanks to Dennis Gallagher and STA, who's involved with this nationwide golf tournament. They donated a school bus. STA is the Student Transportation of America, and they donated a school bus. So now we have a mobile recording studio that we can take all over Charleston to kids, and they can record their own music.
Is that right?
Yeah,
cool
and you
is
can see
that?
it out at the show tonight and out at the tournament today. So
Yeah, there's a cool picture of it in the paper this morning too.
yeah, it's all
Post and Courier.
macked out. It's awesome.
Do you work with these kids when they come in, or are these kids coming in with natural musical ability and you just point them in the right
A
direction?
little of both. Sometimes a kid will come in and he can't wait, and he kind of already knows what he wants to do, and then he just needs a little bit of guidance, and you just leave him alone, and within a half hour he's burning his own disc of a really cool song. Then other times there's a kid who'll come in and be like, this looks cool, but I have no idea what I'm doing, and they're a little shy.
Exactly.
And then and we have a curriculum that we take them through, so you make sure they learn all the different computer commands, how to file stuff, how to turn the computer on and off. Even it's just as simple as that sometimes. So
That's so cool. And this, again, it's tonight, and what time does it start?
7 o'clock. The concert is 7 p.m. at Daniel Island Golf Club, right in front of the clubhouse.
Yeah.
And the nationwide tour championships going on there all week, so there'll be a bunch of golf pros out there and a whole bunch of great celebrities. Bill Murray's coming, and Mike Veck. I got the River Dogs crew coming out.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Ahmad Rashad is here. Sterling Sharp is here.
No kidding. That's
it's gonna be
awesome.
really fun.
And the show tonight will be absolutely, if you're a music lover, will be absolutely amazing. By the way, did you get a chance, off subject, to see anything of the show at Daniel Island this weekend?
I wasn't out there, no.
Any of the Zach Brown thing at all?
I wasn't out there. I'm a fan of a lot of the acts that were there, but
it's amazing.
was preparing for this and had family coming.
Oh,
town.
sure.
I missed it. Yes, it was great.
It was. I mean, the whole concept, the whole setup is something that I think you would have just dived in the deep end of, and because it was so many different kinds of people that you don't even know were there. I mean, there's just people that Joan Osborne was there in a 3-piece country band,
Really?
and never mentioned that it was Joan Osborne. I mean, she just got up on stage with these other 2 people and
Cool.
did this great little 45-minute set in
She's
front of
a
100 people.
great
you know,
singer, yeah.
But it was that kind of
Yeah.
thing, and I thought about you this
I'm a big
weekend.
My Morning Jacket fan too.
They
Would
were
love
great.
to have seen that. But
Yeah.
I hate I missed that. And
Yeah,
I
it
heard
was
Del
great.
McCrory and the guys were out
Yeah,
there too.
they were
Incredible.
incredible.
They're amazing.
Yeah, so
Preservation Jazz.
Good music's
Hall
good music,
of Fame.
right?
Yeah.
It's all. And if folks need more details about tonight's show, the Facebook, I know it's on there.
Absolutely. And you can also go to carolinastudios.net, which is, the website for our nonprofit, and you can buy tickets through that and have all the information there too. So.
Can local businesses or other folks get involved in Carolina Studios with you?
Yes, and the best way to do that now is to help us fund this bus, because we're going to need to put gas in it, and we have drivers and all that kind of thing. So if you are able to help fund the bus, we'll put your name on the side of it.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so that's kind of how we're doing it, and there'll be spaces available for people to buy a sponsorship and get their name on the bus and help us keep it rolling.
You're the man.
We'll fill it up.
carolinastudios.net.
If you'll put our name on it, we'll fill it up now.
What does that mean?
We'll
I'll let you all
I'll
work
take
this
it over
out.
to the gas station if you'll.
He's already doing it, isn't he?
We'll fill it up once.
Yeah, there you go.
How many times you got to fill it up to get our name on it?
That's good. Mark Bryan, thank you very much, man, for everything you're doing, and I really look forward to the show tonight, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for having me on.
It's 8:43.